It's not every day that you get the pleasure of being joined with two of the most expensive Lamborghini Revueltos. On my right hand side, we have this beautiful Lamborghini Revuelto with the Duke Dynamic Carbon Aero Package finished in this blue hull paint from factory. Here on my left hand side, we have our wide-body Zokoi Lamborghini Revuelto, finished in this balloon white, this satin balloon white from Pure PPF. Both of these cars are very unique, highly modified, and really expensive. More recently, we have talked here on the channel about the Zokoi wide-body Revuelto. So let's spend some time, let's dive deep into this Lamborghini Revuelto, and I'm gonna show you guys absolutely everything on this car, all the little details, and why this car is such a high value Lamborghini Revuelto. Starting off here in the front end of this Lamborghini Revuelto, we have a beautiful carbon hood replacement from Duke Dynamics. The entire kit is the Duke Dynamic Carbon Aero Package, one of our most signature looks for the Lamborghini Revuelto that we have available. In the front end, that package consists of this beautiful carbon replacement hood, front splitter, which when paired together look beautiful. The Lamborghini Revuelto, compared to the most previous V12 that Lamborghini has produced, the Aventador, you can tell that the hood is much larger, giving this car a much bigger nose. This front lip adds so much more to the bottom section of the car and brings out the face rather than focusing it all on this big hood. Now, when paired together with the front lip, this carbon hood from Duke Dynamics does a very good job at breaking up the front end, adding a little bit more of body lines and shape, character is what we like to call it, to the front end of this Lamborghini Revuelto. We left the inserts here, exposed carbon fiber, to let everyone know that this is a carbon hood. We also had to paint match the blue hull from factory Lamborghini. This is one of the most difficult colors to paint match. If you're a painter and you're watching this, you know that a color flop such as blue hull that you see in front of you is a incredibly hard job to do, but we pulled it off flawlessly. Coming over to the side of the car, you can see that these are not the factory wheels. These are magnesium wheels made from IPE. These are very lightweight, they look amazing, and they pair very nicely with the exterior paint job. But coming a little bit behind these beautiful magnesium wheels from IPE, you can see that this has an extended side skirt from Duke Dynamics that runs across the entire door all the way back to the rear wheel. And this specific Lamborghini Revuelto has every single carbon option except the rear hatch, because this is obviously painted in blue hull. You want to have as much paint as possible. When you replace that with carbon, you're obviously not having as much paint and blue hull, and that's a very expensive option. So that comes with the carbon fiber mirrors, the carbon fiber door inserts, black trim that's across the entire car is fitted in factory carbon fiber. That comes with the lower front bumper area, the sides of the doors and the inlets, the rear diffuser, rear hatch, everything is an exposed carbon fiber. Coming around the back side of the Revuelto, you can see it has this rear elevated spoiler that attaches to this hatch replacement. All of this is from Duke Dynamics, as well as these beautiful carbon light diffuser blades. And this Lamborghini Revuelto is fitted with the IPE catback system and exhaust tips. These exhaust tips are absolutely beautiful. You can see from the heat in the exhaust of driving this car, having these exhaust tips on for quite some time now, you can see all of the coloration. It is such a small touch, but when paired with that exterior paint and you put it all together, it makes this car a piece of art. The details do not stop there. Even the license plate from New York is paint matched with gold lettering to go with the overall theme of this Lamborghini Revuelto. This customer wanted as much as possible paint matched on this car because this color is so unique and it is so exclusive and it's really hard to get your hands on. This customer has a very high spec Lamborghini Revuelto that is probably one of the loudest Lamborghini Revueltos on the planet because of the overall theme. And then wait until we step into the interior. Another very cool feature about this car is the ad personam gold and black leather interior. Lamborghini, just like pretty much every other supercar manufacturer out there, has a customization program. Lamborghini's being called ad personam. Lamborghini offers their most valued customers the ad personam program, which gives the owner the capability of speccing absolutely everything about their vehicle in and out. With this interior already being quite beautiful from the factory, we did not modify the interior because it is already done up from Lamborghini and looks brilliant, flows very nicely with the exterior of the car, keeps the theme of this entire vehicle being loud. Taking a deeper dive into this interior, the details, the black stitching against the gold leather, the gold stitching on the black leather of the steering wheel, the factory emblem color being gold and black as well goes very well with the interior. The roof designs with the hexagons mirror those that are on the seats. The logos being in black, everything about this interior is so stunning and so beautiful. The dashboard, the center console, the door cards, everything wraps you into being one with the car. That is what you want when driving a beast such as the Lamborghini Revuelto. The original MSRP of this Lamborghini Revuelto was just south of $900,000 after all of the options, the exterior, the interior, all customized with the Ad Personam program with Lamborghini. And then when you add the magnesium wheels, the crazy carbon aero package, the IPE exhaust tips, and CapAx system, this car is well over $1 million. Now coming to the Zukoi Bespoke wide-body Lamborghini Revuelto, there is so much going on over here. Underneath this beautiful white PPF is a matte viola paint from Lamborghini. This is a very desired option and color for Lamborghinis. The majority of this kit does consist of add-ons, but there are some pieces that are replacements. Now, what does that mean? Add-ons versus replacements? Add-ons, necessarily, it is very hard or impossible to go back to the original state. Now, replacements, you're able to completely go back to the original state depending on how the body kit and what is on the car is installed. Starting here in the front, this hood is a carbon replacement from Zukoi. This front lip is an overlay over the factory, both being finished in dry carbon, in this case to match the matte theme of the exterior. We also have replacement fenders and bumper overlaps here that you can see completes the entire front face. That makes this car much more wide, much more sharp on the edges, and creates a much more aggressive profile. And of course, we have this Lamborghini Revuelto fitted with a one-off MV forged double aero disc design. This is a one-of-one wheel custom setup from MB Forged. This car was originally built for SEMA, so we wanted to go all out on this build, especially on the wheels, because this Revuelto at the time, back this most recent November, was at the MV and AL13 booth. So we wanted to make sure that this car is fitted with the craziest optioned wheels that we can throw on this thing. Diving a little bit deeper into these wheels, the double aero disc, one disc, the inner disc being dry carbon fiber, but the details on the wheel do not stop there. You can see the cutout in the wheel spoke there. We also have this beautiful center cap cover that has the MV Forged logo with carbon fiber behind there. The brake caliper is painted in a lighter pink color that matches with the interior. Before we can get inside of the interior, you do have to pass by the carbon replacement side skirts and door cards from Zukoi, of course finished in dry carbon to fit the rest of the theme. From the factory, this Lamborghini Revuelto had an orange interior. The orange that was fitted on this car from the factory was pretty simple. It was in the stitching, the seats scattered across the entirety of the interior, but because this car was finished in this color here, this matte viola that you see on the back side of the door, the orange with that color might have been a little bit of a clash. Orange and purple are okay together, but they're not amazing together. And we obviously wanted to make something truly amazing. So that's why we went ahead and took out the entire interior here. We completely redid this in-house. We found a leather that matches the original exterior paint perfectly. We also added another light pink that matches the brake calipers that we just went over, and also made that lighter pink the stitch of choice. We have some unique designs that weren't there from the factory, obviously. Our Creative Bespoke logos in the headrests, Revuelto running across the seat with the Italian flag, and then also the Y theme that you see scattered across the entirety of this car. We also have these beautiful purple and black Creative Bespoke style seatbelts. These seatbelts draw you in with the rest of this car, make you feel wrapped around inside of this vehicle, and in my opinion, makes the interior. Stepping out from the interior, let's talk a little bit more about what's going on in the rear section of this Revuelto. You can see these crazy fender add-ons that we have here in the rear, obviously finished in carbon fiber. We did paint over the majority of this fender, but we left this rear louver that's located above the rear wheel exposed in dry carbon to fit the theme. Now these over fenders also have this crazy blade that runs up the side that matches with rear mounted spoiler. But then bringing your attention towards the middle or the hatch, we have this dry carbon roof scoop that is functional with this shark fin that helps flow the center section of the car that is lacking from the factory. Also fitted with the signature diffuser light blades. The rear end of this car looks just as crazy as what this car perceives itself. Getting up and close with the rear end, you can see the FI 3D printed exhaust tips that add a lot of shape and character to the rear end of this car. They flow very nicely with this spoiler that is a replacement, obviously finished in carbon fiber, but this adds a very aggressive lip to the rear spoiler that obviously this wing is mounted on. But what's really cool about Sequoia is they make sure that the rear wing is functional on all of their products. Finishing off the look of this Lamborghini Revuelto, we do have this car lowered on the factory suspension, giving the car, especially the wheel well, a very nice look, perfecting the aggressive look of this Lamborghini and giving this car a proper stance. It's not every day that you get to be around such crazy cool modified Lamborghini Revueltos, let alone two of the most expensive Lamborghini Revueltos on the planet. Both cars with completely different designs, completely different styles. If you like more of a modest style but very aggressive, this is the car for you. This one is for sale on our website, creativebespoke.com. We have tons of listing information, pictures, everything you would need to know about this Lamborghini. And then you also have the loud, very obnoxious, but very put together Lamborghini Revuelto over here, finished in the beautiful blue hull paint, riddled with carbon, very expensive OEM options or specifications, both with very unique styles, both very expensive builds. But I want to know down in the comments, let me know which one you guys would choose. Would you go with the more modest, more aggressive Lamborghini Revuelto wide body, or the louder, more out there, blue hull color shifting Lamborghini Revuelto? Let me know down in the comments. But I do want to let you know also that we have both of these setups available with us. Either you want this wide body Sequoia look or this Duke Dynamics carbon package. We have wheel setups depending on if you go wide body or if you don't. Tons of options when it comes to styling in the rear, the roof scoop, different spoilers, side skirt setups, interiors, whatever you may need, whatever your dreams are, here at Creative Bespoke, we make those come to life. If you're interested and you want to browse a little bit of what we have to offer, creativemods.com. I want to say thank you to everyone who got it this far here in the video, and I will see you guys with the next video very, very soon.